What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about 5 unique growth opportunities that might be an interesting time to take a look at. Now, these 5 companies we've covered for a while, so I'm specifically going to dive into the charts, take a look at where they sit right now. Some have rallied quite substantially and pulled back a little bit today. I believe all 5 of these are in the red, so that's why I'm talking about these companies today, giving you guys a bit of an update along with your market minutes. We're also going to be talking about gold, silver, as the metals remain strong. So let's get straight into this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the recent views. We got Departure stocks to 1,000 subscribers, and that's just the start of our brand new channel. So of course, I'll be making another video on that as well. I'll probably talk about some more growth opportunities or some viewer requested stocks, maybe some new stocks today. I think that's what I'm going to talk about. But anyways, let's get straight into it. And last but not least, if you do support me, the channel and all of the videos, there's a couple quick things. You guys know the drill. And the first thing is to kindly explode that like button for this video. We've gotten way more likes over the last little while, and I appreciate it, guys. Along with if you are a new viewer, but you appreciate constant, steady updates in the markets and videos just like this, of course, then don't forget to cash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And let's get straight into this video, guys. So the first thing we're going to do, like we do in every single one of our videos, is comment of the day. So the first comment of the day goes to Kobe Clean INC, back on JNUG. Hoping for a gold run to 2,300. I got AGQ for silver, hoping for $30 by the end of December. So gold is looking a little bit stronger now. Obviously, they announced that, this possible almost $1 trillion stimulus, not what we were looking for, that over $2 trillion stimulus, but I also don't think that that will be the end of the stimulus. So JNUG might be an interesting leveraged way to play the mining sector as a swing trade. That ETF has performed very well in times of, prosperity in the gold and silver mining sector, especially now, when it's making a recovery. So that could be a really interesting idea. Next comment of the day goes to Michael Tiger Clamp. Aaron, what happened to Gold and Goliath? It lost almost half of its value, and that's a really great question. I want to contact their CEO, Paul. Again, they did put out results, so what I'm guessing is the results weren't as good as what the market anticipated. We've seen this happen before with smaller cap companies like Genesis Mining. Genesis Mining remains down quite substantially, and sometimes they get hyped up, think there's going to be a huge discovery, and then drop when there's not. So I would love to get Paul back on and ask him, what the heck happened, and I will email him to see if we can get any more updates for that one, because that is one stock that we've covered, and it's done well, but not anymore. So Cameron, nibbling away at Barrick, can't believe the sell-off is so heavy. I totally agree with that, and that's one stock that I brought up recently too, actually. We saw a mad sell-off for Kirkland Lake and Barrick. I think of the large cap producers, those are the 2 that I would be looking at simply because they're so oversold. Anyways, guys, that's it for comment of the day for Departures Capital. Now let's quickly head on over to Departures Stocks and talk about some of the recent videos that we made. So we did do a really great top 5 gold and silver stocks for 2021. These are 5 gold and silver stocks that I've selected for 2021. Out of all the gold and silver stocks, I own, I've talked about. These are the 5 that came to mind. Now, I also chose them from different sectors: small cap, large cap, mid cap, silver, gold, exploration, producers. So take a look at this video. It only got 262 views. Of course, gold and silver don't get as many views, but if you are interested in gold and silver, I highly suggest you check out this video because it was a really good one and I put a lot of time into it. And then some of our other videos, of course, their Mindmed videos did really well. So subscribe to Departures Stocks. Let's get this channel to, a few thousand subscribers now. But thanks so much for supporting the brand new channel, guys. Now let's get into all of the news. So in terms of the markets, we are seeing a green day, a mild green day. We are seeing the Dow S&P in the green, the Nasdaq in the red, and the Dow cut some losses on Wednesday, led by vaccine-fueled rise in value stocks following positive news on Pfizer's vaccine. So what was it? Hopes for a sooner rather than later reopening of the economy were given a boost after the UK approved temporary emergency use authorization for Pfizer and development partner BioNTech's vaccine. So the UK is going to be the first to roll it out. But despite all that positive news, and I think this is a really good sign this time, the vaccine news is kind of getting old. Like, we saw it hammer gold 3 times in a row. Pfizer, Moderna, and then I forget the other company along with another treatment. But now gold's up another 0.76% to 1832. It's not losing its shine today. And We'll be taking a look at this, some news from Kitco. Like I said, I think that we could get as high as 1850 before running into some short-term resistance. So we'll see what's going on there, but it looks like a little bit more upside. And silver held on to its gains, which is something that I'm pretty happy about. It's above $24 per ounce. And we will have some really interesting news coming up for Aftermath Silver and many other companies. So stay tuned, guys. We'll have more interviews on the way. I will be talking about a few more interesting gold and silver companies as well. So let's take a look at some Kitco news real quick before diving into those 5 unique growth stocks that might be worth taking a look at. Is this a breakout for a gold price or just an oversold rally? So let's see what they have to say. And this is from Anna Globova from Kitco. There's a mix of drivers supporting gold's short-term move up, including weaker US dollar, which hit 2.5-year low on Wednesday. The meltdown in gold has likely run its course, leaving the market with fewer traders long, although the remaining gold bugs now larger than average position sizes, flagging they are higher conviction traders, said TD strategists on Wednesday. Last week's drop below $1,800 per ounce seemed to have triggered a recovery as investors re-engaged, the metal analyst said. Gold bull run is on now, so I guess vote on Kitco. And that's 41%, so we just checked the statistics. Let's see what else TD Securities had to say. So gold has been a shining light with price closing above the 5-day EMA for the first time since the 11th of November. The question is whether we can push into 1848 and the former breakout low. That is the line the gold bulls need to face to assess if this is more than just a short covering and oversold rally. So like I said, I think we have room to get there. I think we can get there, but I think we also have to hold 1850 for a little while to repair the charts. So that's my thoughts on gold right now. We do have a little bit more commentary right before we get into those 5 stocks. And that's what this whole entire video is going to be about. It's going to be about gold, and it's going to be about those 5 growth stocks. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. Stay tuned to the end. Gold futures prices are higher in midday trading Wednesday on some impressive fall-through strength from the big gains posted Tuesday. Short covering the futures market and perceived bargain buying in the cash market were featured again today. So a slumping US dollar index to a 2.5-year low. And we called that. We called that all day. Emerging markets. There's been a lot of bullishness on emerging markets. Check out that interview on Kitco. It has nothing to do with gold. But interesting to talk about positioning. Heading into the US session, there is a key resistance to watch out for. First and foremost, support and resistance levels are made to be broken. Sometimes they can give us an indication that there could be trouble ahead. So this is what I was talking about. On the gold futures chart below, the old consolidation support of 1854, marked by the black horizontal line, is in close proximity. The bullish run in the last 2 sessions could hit a brick wall here, but if there is to be a break, it might be a very good sign for the gold bugs. So, like I said, guys, 1850-ish area, 1848, 1855. I think that that's a very key level to watch for gold. And then last but not least, before we dive into these 5 companies, some news from the Perth Mint. So the Perth Mint November gold sales rise to 7-month high. Sales of Perth Mint's gold products in November more than doubled from the previous month as demand surged from its international customers, especially Germany, while silver sales eased, the refiner said in a blog post on Wednesday. Sales of gold coins and minted bars jumped to 54,158 ounces from last month, highest since April, up 119% on month and 55% from a year earlier. The jump in sales reflects investor sentiment in the long-term fundamentals of gold as a safe haven. So prices dip. Let's go. So anyways, guys, let's talk about these 5 companies now. Positioning ourselves for the next week. If you guys are in fact swing trading, I'm not suggesting any of these trades, or I'm not suggesting this at all to be financial advice, but I do want to talk about some potential stocks that I'm personally looking at. So the first company, of course, is Mindmed, and now that it has slid down closer to $2, we were in fact below $2 today, and a lot of people are wondering, oh, what's going on? It's not going straight up. And for anyone who expected it to go straight up, I think that's a little bit unrealistic. But the stock is trading at 205 as of 3:50 p.m. So with 10 minutes to go, it's looking like it's starting to try and form, some support right above $2. Now, let's not forget, financing closes on the 8th. So I don't expect any, stellar positive news to happen until the 8th. And like I said in yesterday's video, JR contacted me. I messaged him. We talk all the time. And he said that we can do an update call after the 8th and an interview after the 8th. So I'm really looking forward to bringing him back on, talking to you guys, getting some updates. I really feel like it's going to be an exciting time. But we just got to close this financing first, although the stock is holding on as of late. So the stock seems to be rallying at the end of day, which means it looks so far to be holding $2 support. But anyways, we'll see where we close at today, guys. Of course, we never know what's going to happen at the close. Once again, here we are, down 2 cents in the last couple seconds. So I think Mindmed's an interesting trade right now. Of course, I remain long-term on it, haven't sold any of my shares, and I intend to hold, or if it dips below $1, maybe nibble away at a few more. But for the most part, I'm super happy with my position for now. And I'm just going to hold this thing until we either get onto the NASDAQ, they produce some more exciting news, and then we'll reassess the situation. I will, however, more than likely hold a substantial chunk of my shares for the long haul, regardless of what happens. I may at some point take my initial position out, but at $2, we're still sitting in a very comfortable position. Well, at 206 right now, 205, 206. We'll see where we close at. It's all over the place here in the last 8 minutes of trade. But anyways, so the factors driving Mindmed, of course, the recent bullishness in the sector, the psychedelic sector, seems to really have gotten some love. Compass Pathway is doing very well, although I really think that Mindmed needs to play catch up to that valuation. That's one of the biggest things for me. I think that Mindmed has the potential to be more valuable than Compass. So by the looks of it, we got a lot of catching up to do. So anyways, we'll see what happens step by step. It's not just going to happen overnight. The gains have happened very, very quickly. But fingers crossed we keep on running, guys. We hold this level around $2, $192, and then head much higher. And then next step, hopefully, is the NASDAQ or some more exciting news. Now, the second company that I wanted to talk about, and that's Carebook Technologies. I've made many videos about it. I'm not going to talk about what the company does. We know they're going to have a lot of data, which is, I think, going to be really important, really valuable, and they're working with McKesson. Now, very small market cap. $44 million now. The stock dropped all the way down to $1.38. That's basically a fresh 52-week low on the day. Insiders have been buying. I think this is a very scalable platform, and I think the stock looks extremely undervalued right now. They haven't gotten much love since their IPO, and this is one stock that I think just hasn't been recognized in the market right now. Might be grouped together with some of those telemedicine stocks. Another stock similar to that one that's also been dropping that I've also been, kind of wanting to take a position has also been CloudMD. So Carebook and CloudMD, I think both of those stocks are very well positioned for the future, but have been just selling off. Investors maybe positioning themselves in different sectors of the market, but I think that both Carebook and CloudMD are worth taking a look at. Then another one, guys, Taat Lifestyle and Wellness. We're down below $3 now. We recently interviewed SETI, and it looks like we're getting to a point where we're going to find some support. I was thinking about this around 4, and now I'm happy that I didn't make that trade. But the cheaper it gets, I think that Taat will have another run sometime in the future. So this is definitely one that I'm looking at below 3. And then Else Nutrition had another 10.6% pullback today. So we did hit highs of, let's see what our 52-week highs are on the day for Else. Or not on the day. Let's take a look at what our 52-week highs are for Else. 52-week highs of 507. So now we're down to 396. Else actually ran much higher than where I thought it would go. I thought it would go around 4 or maybe a little bit above, but really surprised me. So 2 consecutive days of profit taking by the looks of it. Else Nutrition might want to be back up on your radar if you are looking for an interesting company. Once again, we could have some more downside. So I would play this one cautious because it has had such a tremendous run. It's more than doubled in the last couple of weeks. So keep that in mind. And now let's talk about some new psychedelic stocks. So these 2 stocks are really on my radar. Mindmed Innovations and Numi Numinous Wellness. Mindmed Innovations had an 11.48% pullback today, and it's been pulling back pretty much all week from highs of 32 cents. So let's take a look at the charts, guys. If this doesn't hold, I think we could go down to the mid-20s. That level, I would really want to take a look at this and potentially take a position in this company. It's had a really nice run from 17 cents all the way up to 32. It had doubled almost at one point. But I'm liking this pullback, actually. I'm pretty happy about it. and I hope that we may see a bit cheaper prices. But either way, I would be happy with buying Madison Innovations when it's down 11%. But don't rule out the possibility of further downside, which is why I always say these videos are not financial advice. What I'm saying right now is not financial advice. These are simply just 5 stocks that I'm looking at based on their price action and what's happened to them. So now I want to take a look at Compass Pathways. Compass Pathways is running into the close up another 7.4%. We're at a $1.72 billion valuation. So one thing I have been noticing though is Compass has been performing really nicely. Meanwhile, Mindmed has been lagging the pack a little bit. Now, whether that's Compass playing catch up to Mindmed's tremendous percentage gain rally, that might be the case. But I think that Mindmed needs to play catch up to Compass Pathways on a valuation perspective. So that's just my 2 cents. And then last but not least, Numinous Wellness up 4.41% today, having a really nice green day after that pullback. I did want to add when we were below 60 cents. I just didn't have the capital to do so. Tied up in many other trades. So it's nice to see Numinous holding on and having that little bit of a run. So we'll be keeping this on my watch list. Around 70 cents, I may still be comfortable with buying it, but we'll see if I can free up some capital. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. I wanted to give you an update, my thoughts on 5 companies, or I guess 6 companies that are really on my watch list right now, and the reasons behind it. The main reasons being, I'm bullish on the psychedelic sector. I'm bullish on the healthcare technology sector. Taat, I feel like it's the possibility of being very disruptive, along with Else Nutrition, and then the rest simply just commentary. So let me know what your thoughts are. Please drop some comments below. Let me know what your top growth trades are right now. If you're swing trading anything, let me know. I'd love to hear it, and I'd love to make more videos on new and exciting companies. So if you do make a video, or if you do drop a comment and I like the company, I'll probably feature it on one of the 2 channels. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys. Always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you make your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.